Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video. So, y'all already know what's going on. Alright, y'all. Now, as funny as this picture is of Charleston White and, his outfit being just crazy as I don't know what, he really went in this clip that I want to show y'all, right? Now, if y'all keep up with Charleston White or Say Cheese, y'all might have seen this clip already, but either way it goes, we got to talk about it. Now, of course, this comes to light. Now, of course, this comes from the recent passing of Love Enchanting, where he goes in further on the post that he made on Instagram about her career and how he saw her come up and how he viewed it, right? But he went in a little bit deeper, and he also talked about other women in the industry and just how this process goes. And it really aligns with what we talk about on this channel and what I believe in. And, really what we talked about in the last video as far as how, it's a must as a woman in the industry to sell sex if you want to be there, if you want to, continue a career, if you want to prosper in the industry. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come your way regardless. And he really went in, so I had to go ahead and bring this clip to the channel. It was a must. And I really think y'all will agree with what he's talking about, no matter your views of Charleston White. He says a lot of off the wall stuff, but this time, you won't be able to help but listen to what he's saying, because it's the truth. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and keep this intro short. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this first clip of this video. I think this would be a good one, and it just further expands on the things that we already know. So with that being said, y'all, check this out.
The new 1017.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, 2 days ago, Enchanting passed away. They say allegedly was an overdose. Perks, fentanyl, fake perks. I don't know.
Well, I understand you have to say allegedly for legal purposes, but
Yeah.
We all know they were popping pills. It's in the music. Homie, it's in the music. Kodak Black said, "I know the perk was fake, but I still ate it." They know, homie, these perks is fake, but they still eating it. But guess what? All drug users and drug sellers know the more potent that the drug is, that's more likely to cause an overdose. That be the drug they want. That be the drug they want, the one that's more likely to cause the overdose, because it has a higher amount to get you higher, right? So I remember when I talked about this, man, probably 2 years ago, maybe a year. I've been following her success in the rap game because we took off around the same time. I noticed out of the 1017, only ones who really done something was Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. So they seem to have more pushing and more backing behind the label. Homie, how is it that you can have stars this big and all of them go to jail? All of them. So I started watching that little girl. I know one thing, nigga, when you make it big, you gonna go get you a car. You at least go come back to the city, go hit up some club, take your friends out. The city go book for some hostings. The strip club go hire you over here. She did none of that. She did none of that, homie. No local strip club ever booked her. She had no parties, no birthday parties. She didn't do no features on no songs with nobody. She didn't have no songs at least being played on the radio. She didn't have nothing. So I'm wise enough to know what I'm looking at. I know her reputation and her persona before she got the Gucci. She was a fuck doll sex toy with her manager. They was known for having freaky orgies. She with men and women, boys and girls. She was she anything and anybody. She gave off a sexual aura. It's like she was just nothing but a doll. Everything about her was about sex. That's before she left the city. So you don't think when she go over here to this studio, they ain't trying to make music? put him on these drugs. Puffy ain't the only one doing this. R. Kelly wasn't the only one doing this. Ashanti had a story. She worked with one of the biggest producers in the game. He want to take a shower for the hit record. All of them got to do with it. But this is why I respect and honor Nicki Minaj. Because she played on Gucci. See, everybody think Nicki wasn't nobody, nigga. Nicki laid around that nigga. Salute to Nicki. Nicki laid around that nigga for a year in his studio at his house. Spent the night with him every night. Wouldn't give him now a piece of pussy. And when she wouldn't, he got rid of her. Gucci got Soulja and them on drugs. Gucci was the first rapper that dope fiend and young niggas for Future. So guess what he did? Nigga, please. So I watched this little girl, Enchanting. She really can't rap that good. She f***ing suck better than she can rap and sing. I promise you. Because if she could, they would at least been displaying her music. Where her music playing at right now? At least when Mo 3 died, he had a catalog of music to play. So let me stick to my topic. I started watching this little girl. The other young lady who came from the military, the Cadet Shay little girl.
Keisha
Pretty little young, out of San Antonio, right?
Yep.
She wasn't selling sex. They hurry up and got rid of her. They hurry up and got rid of her because she wasn't really selling sex. When you look at Channing's social media platform, she was always naked, half naked, either in a room or a hotel room. She was never outside. You never saw her packing no bags through the airport, traveling, going nowhere. You never seen her in no behind the scenes studio session. She was always half naked, in a bed, in a room, niggas selling a sex persona. So y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. So when I spoke on it, oh man, you hating on it. Man, all you gotta do is look at her social media page. Man, this whole selling she ain't rapping. Where her music being put out at? What studio she in? What put the man they just fuck on her?
All right, y'all. Now, this video is not to, get on here and talk about her or, trying to basically make her situation negative because she's not here anymore. Unfortunately, she's passed away. This video is more of a representation of what the industry is, what it's all about, which a lot of this stuff we already know, but I just, I wanted to share that clip for the people that haven't seen it because it's like, it's like the hard truth. In reality, that's what it was. That's what the industry get these women to do. Sell sex, even with the guys selling drugs. In their music, they sell addiction, drugs. This is what sells the music. Violence, death, guns, gangs, drill. It's the same. There's not a difference from a woman selling sex. And like he was saying with Kodak and Gucci being one of the first, like 2010 rappers to get all the young guys hooked on drugs and violence throughout, their music, basically influencing the youth to be even worse than what Gucci was coming up. There's no difference from the women selling sex through their music, their image, and the young rappers promoting drugs, violence, and death. There's no difference at all. So definitely not doing this video to separate the two because they're both just as bad. They both are, in a way, just as evil and demonic. Because it was something important that he said that a lot of people have to have like that spiritual discernment to see. When he talked about her aura being sexual, people can see that in just a regular woman walking on the street, you can see it. A lot of the times it's more, noticeable in women because they carry that Jezebel spirit. Now I believe the spirit can attach to both man and woman, but, in women it's something that you can just see. You can feel it, Everyone would agree with that. But that's not something that a lot of people always notice. You might think a girl flirts a lot, does this, does that, but really that's her aura. She gives off a sexual, energy, a sexual aura, and that's exactly what Enchanting gave off. And I didn't really, have purpose on making this video all about her again because, like I said, he more just went in on the industry, really showing you what it is. And I got like another minute from that clip that I want to play and end it off with because, he talks more about Gucci and, what he's done to the artists that he's signed. We already talked about Gucci and the fact that we don't even believe that's the real Gucci. So it's like, how could you even possibly sign to his label? You know what I'm saying? And then he brought up the Ashanti. I found an article, and it's crazy. This article is Jezebel.com. It's crazy. It says the singer says the producer, whom she didn't name, recorded her songs for free as a favor and then demanded she shower with him or pay $40K per track. And this is in December 2022, so he wasn't lying about that. And I think she talked about it on the Breakfast Club, but I can't play that because they'll copyright it. So, it was short anyway. But she said after the recordings were complete, she says he turned around and said he'd only put them on the album if they showered together. Said initially the singer thought the producer she'd been working with for a few weeks was joking and laughed it off. But when he doubled down, saying it was either hop in the shower with him or pay $40K per track, she obviously didn't rock with that. And you can even go all the way back with Irv Gotti and Ashanti. There's a bunch of back and forth stuff about them. She says he lied about everything about how their supposed relationship was. They were never in a relationship. They just dealt with each other. It also seems like Irv Gotti was damn near trying to make her his slave. He wanted to own 90% of everything she did for the rest of her life. That typical industry stuff. Not really worth much of digging into for this video, but I thought it was just worth to mention because at the end of the day, they both done stuff to be where they was in the industry. Ashanti included, Irv Gotti, of course. Even just look at this picture. Irv Gotti, he looked like he probably was trying to make her his slave. He was probably trying to be on some R. Kelly timing with her. I wouldn't doubt it with these men in the industry, especially when they got something that looked good by their side. They want to control, they want to manipulate every aspect of their life. I wouldn't doubt it. But, I'm not going to continue going down that path. I thought it was just interesting to bring that up to, basically support what Charleston White was talking about as far as how it goes with all these guys, predators in the industry, forcing women to sell sex or have sex, just, as simple as that in order for you to, keep going in the industry or in her case, get some tracks that you're working on that probably not many people are going to hear. Well, obviously, she's not even going to put them out. Anyways, y'all, we'll go ahead and jump into this other clip. I think it's about 2 minutes long. Then I'm going to come back and wrap the rest of this video up. Check this out.
She ain't rapping. Where music being put out at? What studio she in? What put the man they just fuck on her?
So look, can we both agree that Gucci gave all these artists a platform?
No.
When he signs his artists, he gives them all a record. And they go on Gucci Man's YouTube page.
Say, homie, listen, he gave them a big promo rollout. You think he ain't got the game to get an insurance put on these kids knowing they dope fiend and crashing out? Knowing they go to jail? He not getting a media training. They going back home. Nigga, Hot Boy West was in these man, come on now. He getting these niggas changed. And owning their music. No, he ain't getting them nothing, homie. When everybody know this is a devilish industry. This is a devilish industry. This industry don't reach out to help you. This industry reach out to exploit you, use you, abuse you. The industry don't give you help. Oh, I'm finna give you a platform to get you out the ghetto. You think that's what Gucci did?
That's what his wife said.
Man, his wife is a lying. She lying. They didn't say $2 million to get Gucci out of jail. Every artist Gucci got around him got off on drugs and crashed out. Nicki got away from him.
So wait. She says, leave my husband alone. He signs these artists to help them and give them a better life. I wish it wasn't like this.
Then why she speaking and he ain't then? Can't speak for me. In no situation, no circumstance, and I'm a king, I'm a boss, I'm a G. My can't speak for me. Be quiet. If I'm doing this, let me say it. But you really want to believe, if he's doing this, why not invest where they don't go back to be shooting in the after for shoes, meeting up at a shootout for shoes? Why?
Now, Charleston White said something that we all are aware of, but I think it's important because, you know, the original Gucci, the OG Gucci, the fat Gucci, you know, everybody looked up to him in the industry. You know, some of the most influential rappers today in the game looked up to Gucci. You know, Chief Keef, Thug, countless amount of people, you know, and that's how he easily gets these rappers to sign to him, because of his previous influence on the youth, on the game. But he said, Gucci out here giving these young rappers chains and owning their music. Well, that damn near sound like slavery. Giving them chains around their neck and owning their music. You literally have nothing but a chain around your neck. And damn near cursed once you put that chain around your neck to begin with. So this new Gucci done turned into what the industry wants them to be. If you can survive the industry and, you know, not get sacrificed and be, you know, heartless enough to do these things to people, sacrifice people, get away from your family. You know, if you can survive it and do it this long, you get into this position to where now you signing artists, you getting, you know, insurance on them, you making all kind of money on them because you know they're going to crash the hell out. They're going to overdose. They're going to murder somebody. It's the same thing Lear Cohen was doing back, you know, when rap was, I guess, kind of just beginning. You know, they all credit Lear Cohen to basically starting the wave of promoting gangster rap, you know, promoting violence. Tall Israeli man is running this rap shit. Y'all remember that? You know, they credit him to basically promoting that. Some of the biggest rappers today he didn't believe in. He didn't believe in Kanye. He didn't believe in Jay-Z. You know, even though we don't look at these guys as saviors, but he wanted to promote what's today. Lear Cohen, he founded 300 Entertainment. We talked about 300 Entertainment on this channel a bunch of times when it had to do with the sacrifice of Takeoff, because that was the parent label that the Migos was signed to, or quality control to 300. So we talked about them with the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing that led back to Takeoff death. He was the founder of that label, which is also Young Thug. If I'm not mistaken, Gunna is under that same label, you know, umbrella as well. So it's bigger because he founded that label in order to get away from other major labels so he could continue, you know, to promote music the way that he does. And obviously now he's the head at YouTube Music. So, you know, in a sense, he's kind of moved on from directly being involved at labels. But, you know, this is a guy that you could thank for basically filling the prison systems. At the end of the day, that is what the bigger agenda was, to fill up prisons. So, like, he's one of the people that you can thank, you know, for what we have today. And now today is just so, you know, it's so deep into the industry. This is just what it is. You don't make it unless you have something ignorant to say, you know, and it's proven even further with Sexy Red. And then there's younger girls that are trying to, you know, mimic how Sexy Red came up, and they're just talking vulgar and nasty and all to get attention. So it goes to show you that there are still thousands out there willing to sell their soul to get into that game. It don't matter how in your face it gets. Doesn't matter if I record 48 of these videos every single day. There are thousands that will give their soul up willingly in order to be in that industry get a little bit of attention, a little bit of money, chain around your neck, and give all the rights away to your music. They willing to do it, y'all. And that's the point of it. So doing this, you know, I think it's good that Charleston White keep it the way that he keep it, because you can look at these people for what they are. This ain't nobody to look up to, especially not this Gucci. Gucci was really never anybody to look up to, even the old fat Gucci before he became whatever the hell that is, walking around claiming they Gucci now, you know? So that's the reason why, you know, I still feel, you know, it's a must to do these kind of videos. Because they watch them, these young rappers, they watch these kind of videos. They know what's going on. But shit, most of the time, it still ain't enough to stop them from what they doing. You might stop one or two. But to be real, you know, at the end of the day, we're not going to win every soul. And it's not meant to be that way either. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that Charleston White clip. That was from an interview from the channel Say Cheese. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know about that. Y'all could catch the entire thing on his YouTube. That's just the part that I really wanted to, you know, put on the channel and react to, get y'all opinions, man. With that being said, it's Friday. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Yeah, man, like I said, let me know if y'all enjoyed that video. And with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. I'm out.